Change their longevity.
We do not keep Facebook videos forever now. They only stay around for a couple of weeks. We still have the foreverness of YouTube, though, so you can catch that huge archive of videos. But let's talk about Emily Stewart right now.
We're so delighted to have Emily Stewart back in the studio, and Emily managed to get through that traffic coming over from Greensboro, and then if that wasn't enough, managed to find parking here in Hillsborough. So Emily, welcome. Great to see you again. It's been a while.
It's good to be here.
And
it has been a minute.
What guitar did you bring with you today?
I brought Alvarez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like mahogany.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
I love it. I have a guitar type for sure. I realized after I have 3 mahogany small body guitars like this because they just seem to work.
Well, you've been here before, so you know we like to just jump in and play a song. Whatever you'd like to play, we'd love to hear.
All right.
Uh-oh, we didn't know that there was going to be a harmonica.
Oh, do we need to recalculate?
Now we'll get a pair more.
That's right.
You bring multiple instruments.
I will tell you all my secrets, 'cause you're from out of town. I'll be moving along soon too, when I get this web unwound. I've been holding this thing together on sweat and faith alone. There's a caterpillar eating leaves off of every seed I've sown. I'm gonna write myself a letter, and they'll decide how to trust. My big eyes may not seem wise, but they know when enough is enough. And the suffocating silence will soon come to an end. Nobody likes a liar with an empire to defend. I'll give you all my money. There's a few bucks left. The future all depends on fancy lawyers playing chess. I've been honest, kind, and faithful. Played fair as best I can. Some folks only ever care about what feels good to them. I'm gonna write myself a letter, and they'll decide how to trust. My big eyes may not seem wise, but they know when enough is enough. And the suffocating silence will soon come to an end. Nobody likes a liar with an empire to defend. Oh, I'll show you all my weakness. You can probably tell. I cling on to hope like a hermit crab clings to his shell. I've been weathered, bruised, and broken, told what I've seen ain't real. Some folks never want the ugly truth to be revealed. I'm gonna write myself a letter, and they'll decide how to trust. My big eyes may not seem wise, but know when enough is enough. And the suffocating silence will soon come to an end. Nobody likes a liar with an empire to defend.
Emily Stewart live here in the studio, and what a great way to start it off.
Emily, tell us about that song. Is that more recent or from back a ways?
It's from back a ways. That was on the second Magpie Thief EP, which was released in 2016.
And these, you have so many great songs, and to have an EP or a couple EPs would be wonderful. So are those on Bandcamp, or where do you get them?
Yeah, those are on Bandcamp under Magpie Thief. That's the duet that I played in with my buddy Maddie Sheets, who is late and great.
Well, we miss Maddie.
Yeah.
Amen.
So how's things been going for you? Writing many new songs?
I have like probably 4 half-finished new songs. And I just got the email earlier today, I think, that the next Monday morning 3 a.m. songwriting club round is starting soon.
That sounds harsh.
It actually, I don't know. I was born on a deadline. I was raised by newspaper people. My dad literally was like.
So also 3 a.m. is perfectly natural to you as well.
Oh yeah, I'm a Scorpio. So.
Yeah.
So you just stay up, or you get up early?
If I'm going to get up early, it's going to have to be dark.
Which it usually is at 3 a.m.
3 a.m. usually.
Yeah.
Yes.
But usually what I'll do with the songwriting club is I think if the deadline, you have to have it recorded and posted to Bandcamp by 3 a.m. So
Oh, I see.
often I will be finishing the song right at 2.
We want to
Sometimes
hear
I
more.
may have started at midnight.
I want to hear more about this club here in a minute, because a lot of people out there are looking for ways to collaborate with others. But I think, Bob, how about some more music?
I love me some Emily Stewart music. The more the better.
Oh, well. Yeah, well, this is actually one that that was part of one of those 3 a.m. assignments, and I wrote it, speaking of Maddie Sheets, I wrote it for him a few years ago. It's called May Your Legs Carry You Far.
Always have something impossibly sunny to say. May your legs carry you far. May you endlessly strum your guitar. May your brush paint each vivid hue. Friends always help you through. Oh, you teach me with each passing day. He who finds hope finds a way. And you always have something heartbreakingly funny to say. Carry you far. May you endlessly strum your guitar. May your brush paint each vivid hue. May your friends always
it live here in the studio. That's a very apt tribute to Maddie. Thank you. And did that come with a prompt?
You know, it did, and I honestly can't remember what it may have been like there was a word that was in there, like sunny or something.
Yeah, well, that song came out and blew the memory of the prompt away because that's a good song.
So the 3 a.m. club, how much time do you have? Like, do you have a week or do you have
week.
a day?
Yeah,
a week.
so
That's nice. That's a nice amount of time.
If you don't show up at midnight on Sunday night.
And you might think that you have an entire week, but I don't think anyone actually gets an entire week.
And then after you submit, do people like talk about each other's songs or anything, or it's just out there?
Yeah, well, sometimes we do people will comment on each other's. Usually they're posted to their Facebook page, and there was a round recently. Actually, I got the flu. I told Doug, I was like, at least I know it's the bird flu because I can't sing. But we were supposed to do a round where I think somebody would write a song one week, and then somebody else would do
some kind of an
rewrite
answer
or
song.
Yeah, like sort of editing and
Oh, so the
restructuring each
same
other's
song,
songs.
and then just keep it morphing.
Yeah, and it just depends what the round is. Like,
Wow.
there's some of them. There's a lot of stipulations, and sometimes it's just we just go around in a circle, and somebody picks a prompt every week.
Do you like getting a prompt, or you'd rather have it be more open-ended?
I think it's helpful sometimes. It helps to kind of narrow it down because my problem is always I have a million ideas and which seed to water, so to speak. So that always helps if I have something in mind that feels, like it fits the idea.
So how do you keep track of the ideas, the seeds, the partially baked songs?
Most of them are floating around in my head.
So you
but-
just juggle them in your brain.
Yeah, and I'll write down notes here and there. But I think I did start a note on my phone recently called Song Seeds because they are a little hard to keep up with sometimes. And I'll suddenly one will pop into my head from 5 years ago.
Yeah, I was just going to say, imagine how many awesome song ideas have been forgotten.
We had somebody in here, Bob. I have no idea who it was. It might have been a year ago. They, and I could never do it. They keep a spreadsheet, like a spreadsheet of everything they've written and all these categories.
Some people are very
that is
very organized like that.
Scientific of you.
Yeah, when I think about somebody like Mike Gaffney, I know probably Laura Jane Vincent helped with this, but when he passed, his stuff was so organized. I was like,
Oh, really? Wow.
If I was gone tomorrow, it would be an Easter egg hunt to find anything,
Right.
to figure out.
So Mike's
Where
was
all
like
the
the
songs
recordings were organized, or his
With
notes
the
and
lyrics
things?
and the whole deal,
Yeah, I've heard of hundreds of Mike Gaffney songs, and I can think off the top of my head of maybe 5 or 6 of them, and I know I've heard maybe a couple of dozen of them. So just to know that there's a pile of them out there, and I'm going to, over the years, get to hear them from other people, it's a wonderful thing.
There are upwards of 600.
Holy
Bob.
cow.
So, yeah, the fun never ends.
Everybody, we are here enjoying our time with Emily Stewart. Good place to follow Emily's comings and goings is on Instagram, and just Emily Stewart, like it sounds.
Emily Stewart Music.
Got it. Stewart, Stewart, not D.
And not the weird Stuart way of spelling Stewart. That's just wrong.
That sounds like English. Those people.
I don't know. It sounds Fern to me.
Sorry, Gabby.
People from Fern parts. Emily, can you save us from this stupidity by playing us some more fantastic music?
Well, speaking of Mike Gaffney, this one is going to be on the record. Actually, the last one was, too. It will be. But this is, he interviewed me he was just had all these questions about, it was the last Clinton Fest that he was at. And he stood there on the porch with me asking all these questions about all the spiritual stuff I do and crystals. And I was like, Mike, are you having a spiritual awakening? And then maybe it was the second to last, because then the next time he showed up with this song.
So he was getting song ideas.
Yeah.
But was this Q&A recorded anywhere?
It was just a porch
In
combo.
Emily's memory.
In Emily's memory.
He probably has some notes on it somewhere. But it's called Rita Marie Stella Dallas Dupree.
She's the color of coffee, smells like elderberry wine. Patchouli smoke follows her around like the cat she had one time. She's got these strange eyes. One is brown and one is gray. Rita Marie Stella Dallas Dupree tells fortunes in New Orleans. She says, stay out of the rain. If you don't, you'll melt. You gotta take better care of yourself. Wear this thing around your neck. It's a charm I made. Every tree and rock's enchanted. Don't take anything for granted. What you get depends on what you pay. The future's a door, honey, it only swings one way. She's hot as Arizona, smell as white as a carnival tent. She's got a snake named Sid, knows everything she did when everywhere she went. She sells a bit of voodoo, a little Hindu on the side. Methodist, Christian Scientist, common sense, and little white lies. She says, lean into the wind. If you don't, you'll break. Doing what you're doing was your first mistake. Stay away from bad people, baby. Raise your consciousness. She took away my lucky rabbits, but she said it obviously didn't do him no good. Gonna write something on your palm so you don't forget. The future's here, baby, you just ain't found it yet. She's the color of coffee, smells like elderberry wine. Patchouli smoke follows her around like a cat she had one time. She's got these strange eyes. One is brown and one is gray. Rita Marie Stella Dallas Dupree tells fortunes in New Orleans. Now she's making me coffee. I hear her laugh clear across the house. She's got a sign in the yard. She's out here reading tarot cards in case you ever had any doubts. We got this strange life. It beats all you've ever seen. Rita Marie Stella Dallas Dupree tells fortunes in New Orleans. She's the color of coffee, smells like elderberry wine.
Or Emily Stewart, live here in the studio.
That Mike Gaffney, I mean, really.
I did not know until just 3 minutes ago that song was about Emily Stewart.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know about all that.
Do you think she smells like elderberry wine?
I'm not close enough. I don't know.
I think I could. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. So, Emily, I heard you and Bob talking before the show. So, Alabama was at home?
Yeah.
And back in the homestead, growing up, was there much music surrounding you?
You know, it's funny. There was music in town. There was music in church. But when I look back at my daddy's family's, like our ancestors on that side, I'm like, where were these people? Because they had, everybody in the photo had a fiddle or a mandolin
Oh,
or,
no kidding.
you know.
Wow.
But I never, the only other musician I ever met in my family was my brother. So it was like a weird, I don't know, I think a lot of this stuff, comes maybe from channeling some of those folks.
So you started, your musical history started singing in church? Mm-hmm. And then was guitar your first instrument or what?
Yeah, I started playing late. I had a dusty guitar that had been sitting around collecting dust, and that for about, for several years. And I thought I was like, I'm never gonna,
Did you tune it or you just?
I would do a little hum and strum, and
Yeah.
was learning some chords and stuff. But then I got hit by a tractor, and that seemed to do the trick.
I'm glad I didn't wear my John Deere hat tonight.
That could have been triggering.
Bring back flashbacks.
Tractors don't move that fast.
Well, this was a construction tractor on West Not So Friendly Avenue in Greensboro. I have been towed by Bobby's Friendly Towing. I've had a root canal at Friendly Dentistry, and I've been hit by a tractor on Friendly Avenue. I'm like, y'all really need to rename this road.
Something really not right about this.
They got a different concept of friendly over there in Greensboro.
Well, I was glad to hear that you weren't in a rush. You said you had 4 songs sort of hanging around, partially completed. So when these things come out, I mean, some people feel like pressure to finish them that day, but you're sort of like let them come on when they're going to come on?
Yeah, I mean, I drive a lot. We were talking about this earlier. I spend a lot of time on the road, and so that's always a good time where ideas kind of pop in and out for me.
And songs that are partial, you get ideas about where maybe to lead them, or they're going to lead you, or whatever.
Yeah, just kind of playing with melodies and singing and driving. One time I did. I think I was on my way to a 3-year-old's birthday party, and I didn't have a present, and so I was writing a birthday song, like playing a lap dulcimer and driving.
As you're driving.
I don't recommend this.
So how do you know when? So you have these songs that are partially thinking about them, get ideas. How do you know when they're done, ready?
Well, I was raised by editors, so I'm.
So they're never ready.
Yeah, nothing is ever ready. It's a curse. But yeah, I think I at least sort of get a feel for, I think that, the story's got to be complete, whatever the pieces of the story I want to tell, it has to at least come around to some kind of positive note, because every song that you sing, to me it's not done if it doesn't do that, because every song that you sing is like a mantra that you're just repeating over, and I'm going to sing these constantly. So yeah, it has to be that may be the thing that seals the deal, is when it's a mantra that I can get behind singing on the regular.
Yeah.
It's curious, wasn't Mike Gaffney earlier in his life also in the newspaper business?
Was he?
I have some vague memory of him working with a newspaper up in Asheville. But
Oh, wow.
I may be
Kinda makes sense,
misremembering.
doesn't it?
That totally makes sense.
But yeah, in terms of his songwriting and crafting stories, it does kind of make sense.
Yeah, we never talked about that, but I grew up in the belly of the family newspapers. So that was huge.
You got a dusted guitar, and then at some point you thought you'd write a song. Why does one think they're going to write a song?
Well, yeah. So at first, I was laid up for 5 months out of work, and so that I had a lot of time suddenly, and
a lot
Josh,
of ideas. Yeah.
yeah, Josh Watson, who was actually supposed to be here tonight, I'm subbing in for him.
Damn you, Josh.
He was coming over. We were playing a lot of like old gospel tunes and Carter Family at the time. And then I was at my brother's wedding in Selma, Alabama, and he called me on the phone and said, "We better write some songs. I booked us a gig in 2 weeks." And I was like, "You did what?" Excuse me. I was so mad at the time, but I would never have. Yeah, I needed a push. So we had to write some songs fast.
And the rest, as they say, is history.
I guess deadlines go with the newspaper business, too.
It's true.
Everybody, we are approaching the top of the hour, and so we're glad that you're here with us and with Emily Stewart here on another Friday. The show is Pass the Hat. We've been here 10 years and counting.
Pretty much forever.
Every Friday from 6 to 8 o'clock. Our live guests are from 6:30 to 7:30. And then we'll hear some of Emily's favorite music from 7:30 to 8 to round out the show. We are WHUP LP Hillsboro. You can find us online at whupfm.org. All of our shows, not just ours, but dozens and dozens of wonderful offerings here at the station, are streamed live. The audio is. And Bob, you touched on it before, but we also do live streaming here on Pass the Hat of the video. Tell people, because we have another half an hour of Emily, if they're just listening on the radio, maybe they'd like to go out and check out the video stream.
That's right. From 6:30 to 7:30 every Friday night, we are live streaming at WHUP Pass the Hat, at WHUP Pass the Hat on your favorite streaming services. And your favorite streaming services are YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, in that order. Because YouTube keeps the streams forever, so you can go out and you can watch this one live right now, and then you can go back and see an archive of several years of these every Friday night live streams. It's just wonderfulness. Facebook and Twitch keeps them for 2 or 3 weeks and then gets rid of them. So they're nice for catching it live, but not great for having that archive. YouTube has the archive, but any way you watch, it's wonderful. We shoot high def video. We marry it with the high def audio coming off of the radio board, so it looks and sounds fantastic.
Probably 500 or 600.
As does Emily Stewart.
500 or 600 videos out there.
Oh, easily.
It's like time traveling. We're like having all the best musicians and songwriters in North Carolina right there in your living room.
On your phone.
In a big house party.
And we have a sponsor for this second hour of the show.
We are, as they say, blessed.
We are blessed because support for this second hour of Pass the Hat is sweetly provided by Matthew's Chocolates, 104 North Churton Street, Hillsboro, North Carolina, the finest in chocolate and chocolate accessories for all of your chocolate needs. And let's face it, we all have chocolate needs. Every guest on Pass the Hat gets a gift of chocolate from Matthew's. We generally don't know what's in the box, but we know that it's awesome. But I happen to know that there is some spicy Thai peanut chocolate in that box, amongst some other wonderfulness.
I must have opened the right door.
You opened the right door. So thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Emily. And y'all, every holiday is a chocolate holiday. I don't know if you know that or not. I don't even know what the next holiday coming up is. It's probably Easter. Easter, yeah, you better be ordering your chocolate from Matthew's now.
Yeah, because Matthew's making the bunnies. And actually there's, what is it now, gelato over there?
Oh, yeah. He left. When I walked into the shop, he left because the help came in because he was going to come back at midnight tonight to make gelato all night long to be ready for the weekend.
Wow. You need to eat a lot of chocolate to keep yourself up all night.
Amen.
Can I try it?
It's your chocolate. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, it's blue.
You got a what do
really
they call
pretty.
that?
Wow.
It's not a pastille. It's a it's French or Italian for perfect. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway,
Coffee.
yes, something like that.
We just got back from Montreal, so I'm fresh.
Nice.
Well, we're just going to sit here and watch Emily eat chocolate for the next 5 minutes.
It's like
It'd be one of our most favorite videos ever.
reality TV.
So, Emily, do you mind playing us more music?
I don't know. Do y'all know any songs? them all out. Just kidding.
You could do a tarot reading for us, right? We could clear the table.
Oh, yeah.
That would be inappropriate, though. You can't do that on video.
You know what I can do is pull a tarot card, and maybe that will tell me.
Will that inform your next song, perhaps?
The Ten of Swords.
So what does that mean?
Actually, these are in French, too. I got that. DCP. That means it's not great. You see all those knives?
It seems dangerous.
Yeah, it's kind of a chaos and destruction tarot card.
How
Well, welcome to
appropriate.
Pass the Hat.
Yeah.
Or welcome to America.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, whenever I'm trying to like soften the meaning of it, I'm like, it's kind of like acupuncture. Like,
There you go. Or
that's it.
bed of nails, I hear, is a delightful experience.
I'll pass.
well, that's kind of The card actually dictated that well because I was considering doing this one. This is called, I guess, I don't think it has a name yet. It's kind of new. Y'all tell me what the name is.
I think the name is the Ten of Swords.
We could have a contest.
The Ten of Swords. That would be fitting. This was inspired by a dream I had. A very spooky dream. Sunday morning, tires squealing in the church parking lot after a gun-toting deacon fired a few dozen shots. He fled along 'cause his wife flew out the back door in shock. They found her walking down the highway with a bouquet of cotton. No more long war, her mind's done gone. Friday evening, angry voice of his unmerciful God was running hot through his head. Invoke the blood of the Lord. She told the children to hide. They knew their mama could not. She'd soon be walking down the highway with a bouquet of cotton. No more long war, her mind's done gone. Tuesday afternoon, driving in the sun blazing hot. Preacher saw a lady walking, dirty, tattered, and fraught. He asked her name. She said she forgot. She'd been a walking down the highway with a bouquet of cotton. No more long war, her mind's done gone. Sunday morning, tires squealing in the church parking lot after a gun-toting deacon fired a few dozen shots. He fled along 'cause his wife flew out the back door in shock. The cotton, no more long war, her mind's done gone. No more long war, her mind's done gone. No more long war, a man's day gone.
I like the vibe of that song.
So, Emily, if you would tell us a little bit more about tarot and crystals when one learns about these things and then begins to share these insights. Do you have a mentor that you learn from, or I don't know a whole lot about how one becomes like you are, which is an expert.
Well, I will just tell the truth.
Crazy talk. Why?
I know. My grandmother, who passed away about 6 weeks before I was born, used to do. I didn't know this for years, although it fell out of my mouth. I like said it to people. Sometimes I was like, "What am I talking about? Where did you know?" But she would go to seances and do readings for people and like kind of provide some spiritual guidance. This was probably a little more under the radar because it was North Georgia mountains in a very long time ago. But I've always kind of heard her, like she's always kind of like given me advice about how to, even like the kind of divination that is, when I was a little kid, she would say, "Oh, that's a cardinal. That's me. That's that's like me saying hi. That's if you saw it, like another symbol that represents something." Like she was kind of showing me how to learn from the symbols and sort of put together the messages of nature and the spirits around you. So I learned from a ghost.
Yeah, so even though she wasn't around when you were born, she was around
Very
when you
much
were born.
around. Yeah, she was talking to me nonstop.
Well, these are troubling times, and so to have, ways to go, to have, some tools to deal with the madness around us is just, very, very wonderful and interesting. And you've done readings, tarot readings over at Yonder across the street.
Yeah.
And you still do those on occasion, different places?
Yeah, the primary spots are Yonder here in Hillsborough, and then Arcana in Durham. I'm actually headed there tonight after this.
A fantastic
radio show.
place, by the way.
Yeah.
And so Arcana is downtown somewhere?
Yeah, it's downtown, right next to that really delicious Indian food place, the Viceroy.
Nice.
If I'm saying
So
that right.
you'll be there what time tonight?
From 8 o'clock on.
Okay. Well, you better drive fast because
Zoom, zoom.
leave here at 8 o'clock.
Come
Well-
get your intel.
We'll give her plenty of time. She doesn't have to stick around for the whole playlist. But I have a question. What was she walking down the street with? Something about cotton.
Walking down the highway with a bouquet of cotton, like sort of in my dream, she was just completely shut off from, like she just kind of lost it mentally. She ran out of this, her husband like shot up the church. She ran out the back door and like nobody could find her for several days, or at least for between Sunday and Tuesday. And then, but yes, it was almost like when they found her, it's like walking down, as if it were like the aisle on her wedding day, but it's a highway and between cotton fields and, which is, a big, there's a lot of those.
You got a lot of those.
I grew up around a lot of those, and there's a lot of, it was interesting, to me that it takes it like acknowledges the violence and then like also looks at the roots of violence, the cotton fields.
Have you started your novel yet? Because it's striking me that there is some
Good stories here.
powerful stuff here.
Oh, I need to.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, that was odd. I heard bouquet of cotton, and it just didn't gel in my mind. I thought, surely I heard that wrong.
Yeah, it's a flower.
Yeah, it is. And I can now, as soon as I hear you say bouquet of cotton, I can visualize it. Oh, yeah, totally. I can see a bouquet of cotton.
Yeah.
But I thought it was some weird South Alabama term.
Okay.
Some idiom that I did not know.
Yeah. Sometimes the words just fly out of my mouth.
Everybody, again, we are here enjoying our time with Emily Stewart. You can go over to Instagram, Emily Stewart Music, and learn a lot more about her, or go over to Durham.
Go to Arcana and get your tarot read, y'all.
Or you can just sit down and listen, because we got some more music for you right now.
Oh no, y'all, what am I playing? Let's pull another tarot card.
I like this.
First time for us.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I was over at Yonder, and he said, "Who you got tonight?" And I said, "Well, Erica, we've got Emily Stewart." And he said, "You guys do tarot on the air?" And I said, "Well, maybe."
Well, now we do.
Now we do. I got L'Etoile, one of my favorite cards. It's a star card. which is
Yeah, but it's étoile because we're speaking French now.
L'Étoile, yeah. But yeah, it's actually a really pretty one. I don't know if you saw that. But that's the hope card. But always, in some of the depictions of that, there's like a woman, gazing up at the North Star, pouring water from a pitcher into a river or a stream. And so here's a river tune for you.
Perfect.
Oh, you can't see the moon on the river tonight. The light in your eyes is still so bright. The fire in the valley casts a shadow upon our time. Rocks in the caverns make the air so cold. The warmth of your hands could soothe my soul. Lull me into thinking everything's gonna be alright. I could stay here, sleep in the thick of the pines, lay back and pretend that you're mine. Don't leave, my dear. I could stay here, sleep in the thick of the pines, lay back and pretend that you're mine. Don't leave, my dear. Thoughts run in circles all around my head. So many words we've left unsaid. I could see the water rising high above the town. Oh, we could jump in the eddy, float around again, climb up the rocks and start all over again. They tell you that the sheep will always follow the rail. I could stay here, sleep in the thick of the pines, lay back and pretend that you're mine. Don't leave, my dear. I could stay here, relent and succumb to your charms, melt right into your arms. Don't leave, my dear. Heartache, grief, and fear. Oh, it's been a long year, searching hard for some kind of sign. I've been feeling the heat, need something simple and sweet. I know you love me, never be mine. I could stay here, sleep in the thick of the pines, lay back and pretend that you're mine. Don't leave, my dear. I could stay here, melt right into your arms, relent and succumb to your charms. I should go, dear. I should go, dear.
More Emily Stewart live here in the studio. And by the way, I don't know if you know this person, but they say, hey, Laura Jane Vincent.
Laura Jane Vincent. I know her.
I figured you would. She
Laura
might even.
Jane, you haven't been on here in a while.
It has been a while.
Come on over. We got dates starting in a couple months.
Hey,
Love to
Laura
see you.
Jane, reach out.
LV, comment if about whether Mike Gaffney was a newspaper man.
Yes, Laura Jane Vincent would know that,
We
wouldn't
have
she?
questions.
I have a question about that song you just played, and I love that song. It was great, really nice. But you're rolling along with it, and you got some mainly major chords. All of a sudden, about 3/4 of the way through, you add this totally different thing. You went to like E minor or something, and so that was. Do you do that often? I guess some people would call that a bridge, where it's just sort of relief from everything else. Or
Yeah, I love a good bridge, and I love minor chords. So
well, that was nice.
So you just married them together, and there you go.
I was sort of zoning out, listening to it, moving my head, and then all of a sudden, it kind of woke me up. Oh, what'd she do there?
That was L'Etoile leading us into the rapids of the river.
That was nice.
if you're gonna cross the river, you're gonna need a bridge.
It's a true story. Or rocks. Big rocks to
Or
step
a
on.
canoe, but if you're in a canoe, those rapids will send you down that way.
Yeah, you might not like the minor chords down there.
Or some fishing waders. That's,
I just like the way you say fishing waders. Fishing waders.
oh, I was kayaking on the New River, and I saw this lady just like fishing hip damn deep in the.
New River up in Virginia is a big, wide thing. I don't know where you were with it, but it's
Oh yes.
a significant river up there.
Well, yeah, but in North Carolina, it is a pretty wide but really slow river, so it is one perfect for putting your waders on and going trout fishing.
She didn't have no waders on.
Till you reach the waterfall, and then all bets are off. So, Emily, you told us about your reading you're doing tonight. You got any music gigs coming up?
I should have looked at my calendar. I know on April 27th, I'm playing a benefit for Guilford College at
Nice.
Odin Brewing. And I believe also Laura Jane Vincent might be able to confirm this or not. May 8th at the Back Table in Greensboro, which is a really sweet new venue that we all should check out and explore because it's just such a beautiful space and so much space, which is always a nice thing. And I know there's March things.
But these are all out on Insta?
Yeah, they will. Yeah, you can stay up
Get
to
out
date
there.
there.
Get out
Yeah,
to Emily
one more
Stewart
time.
Music.
Soon they'll
Instagram.
be on my website when it is accessible again.
Emily
Kirk
Stewart
informed
Music.
me.
I just went out to your website right now. You just have to accept that the security certificate has expired and that Emily's probably going to steal all of your private information, which I was happy to do here from the radio station computer. And the events aren't listed.
Let's be real. If I can't get it together to remember to update the security certificate, I probably can't get it together to hack your information.
Yeah, legit.
Emily, we have time probably for 2 more songs?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, since we were talking about, this one is about that lady I seen fishing.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's called Blue Ridge Mama. You find her baiting and hooking them fish up deep in the river or the pond or the creek. Put her on a rock and up the lay on top. Cook it by the river so the party don't stop. Cast out once, cast out twice. Blue Ridge Mama's eating good tonight. Catch her one, catch her two. Fill the icebox up for the rent is due. Slice it once, slice it twice. Blue Ridge Mama's got a mighty sharp knife. Blue Ridge Mama don't trust no hack. She's tough as a pine nut, sharp as a tack. Blue Ridge Mama don't quit till it's done. She's gonna catch a few more for the moonshine run. Catch a few more for the moonshine
smoked or cornmeal fried. Blue Ridge Mama's eating good tonight. Catch her one, catch her two. Fill the icebox up for the rent is due. Slice it once, slice it twice. Blue Ridge Mama's got a mighty sharp knife. Cast out once, cast out twice. Blue Ridge Mama's eating good tonight. Catch her three, catch her four. Oh, she ain't got a man to feed no more. Blue Ridge Mama don't trust no hack. She's tough as a pine, not sharp as a tack. Blue Ridge Mama don't quit till it's done. She's gonna catch a few more for the moonshine run. Catch a few more for the moonshine run. Catch a few more for the moonshine run.
Emily Stewart live here in the studio singing about the New River, North Carolina's oldest river in the world, or maybe it's the second oldest river in the world, and it runs backwards, which seems appropriate.
Second oldest river to the Nile. I have a song about it.
Whoa.
Not surprised.
Runs backwards? Tell us about
Well,
that.
it runs south to north. All of the other rivers in North America run either north to south or, the southwest or southeast. But this runs up into, from North Carolina up into West Virginia.
Wow. Why?
Because it is older than the mountains. The mountains grew up around the river.
How about that?
500,000 years for every mile.
Yeah, it's a relic. It's anachronistic. Mm-hmm. And we have time for another song, Emily, or we could just talk about the New River and fishing.
That was fascinating.
I know. Let's see. Well, I should do Moth to the Moon.
Ah, a fantastic song.
I got to raise 21 Luna moths last year. Some lady just gave me 21 caterpillars.
Fantastic. I have another friend, a Facebook friend, who is raising them right now.
Oh,
And-
is it Amy?
Yes, it is Amy. Is she the
Amy
one who
gave
gave
me
them to you?
21 Luna moth caterpillars,
She is
as you might expect.
just spawning Luna moths all over North Carolina.
Yeah.
And so what, if I'm not giving away the song, what do they eat?
They eat sweet gum leaves is one of their most
I
popular.
got a lot of those.
those.
I wish they ate sweet gum balls because
There's just a lot of those too.
That's good to know because if you're listening, Amy, I might want some more caterpillars this year. But yeah, that I was I was searching them out all over town. Like, anybody got a line on some sweet gum? But the Moth to the Moon is actually about pie. Not to give it away. Also sweet and delicious. Lemon chest pie, buttermilk pie, like a moth to the moon, to the table I'll fly. Lemon chest pie, juicy and sweet, slice it at a party in the July heat. A quarter pound of butter and a cup of sugar too. 3 fresh eggs and a shot of lemon juice. Buttermilk, vanilla, flour, cornmeal too. Bake it in the oven to a golden hue. Lemon chest pie, buttermilk pie, like a moth to the moon, to the table I'll fly. Buttermilk pie, tart and tangy on the tongue, buttery warm when a evening at home. Quarter pound of butter and a cup of sugar too. 3 fresh eggs and a shot of lemon juice. Buttermilk, vanilla, flour, cornmeal too. Bake it in the oven to a golden hue. Lemon chest pie, buttermilk pie, like a moth to the moon, to the table I'll fly. Lemon chest pie, buttermilk pie. Come to find out it's the same dang pie. Same dang pie, it was all a lie. They were night and day in the eyes of this child. All a lie, but it's a darn fine pie. Like a moth to the moon, to the table I'll fly. Lemon chest pie, buttermilk pie, like a moth to the moon, to the table I'll fly.
Emily Stewart singing about pie. And either way, it's good pie.
Oh, yeah, you had some pie.
Amen. There was a whole pie-themed thing going on. I can't remember when, but yes, good times. Mm-hmm. Well, Emily, it has been a sincere pleasure having you here in the studio, and thank you for joining us at the last minute in a short response period. So it was fantastic. And remind folks where we can see you tonight.
Tonight I'm at Arcana reading tarot cards in Durham on Main Street, back entrance, right off Ramsar. But, and then, yeah, I know April 27th I'll be at Odin, and then May the 8th at the back table.
And we can all just stalk Emily Stewart Music on Instagram to find out where all the other gigs are going to be happening as they get booked and posted there on Instagram. And again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Don't go away. But we are going to end the live stream, but the show does not end, y'all. We're going to go on for another 30 minutes listening to a playlist that Emily has provided for us. And Emily, I know you've got to get over to Arcana to be there by 8, so you're not going to stick around and intro and outro every song. But if you can give us a couple of minutes and kind of just give us the vibe of this playlist, and then we can kick it off and just go. But while that's happening, y'all watching the live stream, flip on over to WHUPFM.org or FM 104.7 here in Hillsborough, because right now Emily's going to wave goodbye to the live stream. And that
Bye,
will be
y'all.
it. All right, we're done with them.
Oh.